excited too because we've got a great show lined up for you. Let's have a look and see who's in my absolutely bulging green room this evening. My first guests are a global pop phenomenon and have been for over 3 decades, with sales topping 100 million albums. I know what you're thinking it's the Spice Girls, but no. They haven't been around quite that long. It is the Osmonds! Look at that, look at that, it's a lot of Osmonds there. It's a whole lot of Osmonds there. Okay, I'm gonna say hello to everyone individually. Hello, Jimmy!
Hello there!
Mui, hello, Mui.
Hello.
Hello, Donny.
How are you, Jonathan?
Very well, thank you. Hello, Meryl.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, Jay.
How you doing?
I'm very well. Hello, Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Alan.
Hey, we're doing great.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for. Thank you for making the effort. And don't they look fabulous, ladies and gentlemen? And I don't know if you noticed, but just from here you can see they've got American teeth. Look at that. In fact, for health and safety reasons, please don't all smile at the same time. That's the Osmonds, ladies and gentlemen. The Osmonds on the show this evening. Delighted to have you here. Thank you for joining us. OK, that's the Osmonds now. Shall we get my first guest out, ladies and gentlemen? Together, they've clocked up over 100 million albums. Let's have a look.
I'll be your leprechaun and sit upon an old toadstool. I'll serenade you till I'm old and gray. I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. You'll be my sunshine baby from LA. Oh, we know our love is just a kiss away. But you are on the morning side of the mountain,
And they called it puppy love. Oh, I guess they'll never know. Don't love me for fun, girl. Let me be the one, girl. Love me for the reason. Let the reason be love.
Crazy horses moving, never halt in vain. Keep on moving, and it's all our fault. What a show, there they go, smoking up the sky, yeah. Crazy horses all got riders, and they're you and I. Crazy horses. Crazy horses.
Will you please welcome back together at last, the Osmonds!
It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
Thank you for joining us. The gorgeous. You come over here, sit up here. Great to have you here. Fabulous to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Come and see that. Give us something. What seat are you going to have here? Is that right? The Osmonds, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Jonathan!
Wow, this is a lot of people to be looking at. Yeah, congratulations, the most number of guests I've ever had out of any one time. I'm sure it's not news to you. Watching those clips there, I enjoyed seeing those. They must bring back great memories for you when you see both performing solo, but also as a band way back when.
I
that's some
totally
history.
forgot. Was this move?
Oh, I know everything.
We're celebrating 50 years this year. and
50
we're-
years in show business.
No, we're not.
Not us.
No, we're
These three. This is the young bench right here.
But it was Walt Disney that first discovered the brothers. It was the first big break. And then on to Andy Williams. And can you believe it's 50 years? They're still going
50
strong.
God,
Yeah.
This is the perfect year.
So it was 50 years ago that you first performed as a unit.
The four of us started actually in 1957, and so we've been performing ever since. And
Jay's a
kicking-
mathematician.
Yeah.
57.
Yeah, that's when we actually filmed the special, was the 50th anniversary.
It's approximately 50 years. Let's not
Yeah.
fall out over it. You've only just got back together. Well, what prompted the decision? Obviously, it's a landmark year. It's approximately half a century. Why did you decide now was the time? Was
It
it
was
because
really
of that?
Jimmy that started the whole thing. He had this idea of bringing the brothers together in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And he did this DVD. And we looked at each other and we thought, let's go back to England. So we announced this concert at Wembley, and it sold out just like that.
One
so we
hour,
thought,
I think it
in
was.
1 hour.
Yeah.
So
And
we
that-
thought...
and that's upstairs at the Dublin Castle, that first gig, I believe. It's 120-seater, but then demand was so great, you're now doing the O2 Centre and Wembley Arena, I believe, as well. Is that
Times at Wembley, yeah.
And many of those girls were there.
It's so lovely because they haven't been called girls for a while, some of them.
Jonathan,
Wow, you're scoring big tonight with the chicks.
I gotta tell you, I found footage that we never used, that we shot back in 1973, that we're using on this tour. So when you see us sing Love Me for a Reason, you'll see us up on the screens doing the same.
Crazy.
So at the same time as you doing it now, we'll see the now and then thing.
Donnie spent 8 months before this just finding old footage, and you know what, 90% of it stayed on the floor, but you see it then, you see it now.
Marie, when I'm at home on my computer, I often say I'm looking for old footage as well, and, you know...
So you know what?
Busted.
Exactly.
I thought I had destroyed all the long-haired lover stuff until you showed it.
Oh, now you see, long hair lover. Presumably you do that on stage.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
It must be fun to do it, but at the same time, there must be part of you, your heart sinks just a little bit.
Well, you know, last time my brothers and I were playing Wembley, we left it out of the set because I thought it was a bit cheeky, you know. And all of a sudden, the entire arena started to sing it.
Yeah.
And right then and there, I realized, you know, this isn't about us. It's about the people that bought our records that we were so lucky to have on the radio at the time.
Jimmy got
So
us
we
our
do
first
it.
#1 record.
Well, it's part of our cultural history here. I mean, it's part of our pop
Sorry.
history. That show was no.
Someone told me that you bought an album called The Plan that we made. many years ago.
Here's the deal. My sister, like so many who were young girls at that time, was just in love with Donny Osmond. And we were convinced that you two were going to get married, and we had it all mapped out. She even had the floppy hat she bought for the occasion, because she loved the floppy hat back then.
The purple one?
that was a
it was a
prerequisite.
purple flop. Because didn't you love the colour purple? That was in the teen magazine.
Yes, the purple socks, the whole
Now
bit.
he
That was
just
my
has
color.
varicose ankles. So.
But that was a great album. Crazy Horses was on that as well, I believe, wasn't it? Who wrote Crazy Horses? Who was responsible for Crazy Horses?
Well, I started
that
it,
way.
and then Alan and Merrill and Jay, we all got together and finished it.
So who came up with that riff? Because it's that That's all we could afford, apparently. They charged us by the second.
Alan's the one that did the
horse
screaming
sound.
horse in the front.
No, Alan, that's enough.
It's his organ.
Start the car. I know.
But you do that. I guess you do that live as well. Now, you mentioned when you first walked out the dance routine that you did for that. Do you try that now? Or
We do. We actually
You
do.
know what's funny is that it was like riding a bicycle. We all got back together in the rehearsal hall, and it all came back.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's a little slower at our age. You know, but
No,
we're
they were
doing the
great.
same stuff.
If you had told the Osmonds a year ago that we'd all be together here in England doing this, we would have thought you were crazy. But it's a miracle that we're all here together.
Yeah.
Especially having Alan.
Well, I know you've had any number of... There have been some medical issues, and let's face it, no one's getting any younger. But that's...
He's playing guitar. He's doing the moves.
I thought he was going to hit you then. Well, that's a fabulous thing.
And Wayne, he went through a brain tumor. I mean, they've been through so much, but yet we said, we've got to do this 50th. And we are having the time of our lives.
And presumably, all the years in between, they kind of fall away. You know, you're back together as a band. Do you regret not having done this sooner? Do you wish that you'd stayed together for longer, or do you...
I think it means so much to us right now,
Yeah.
particularly at the 50th year of being in the business. It means a lot to us as a family, you know, and it makes us so happy that people are just buying up the tickets like crazy and enjoying
and we have
it.
the best fans, and you agree. I mean, you are fantastic.
They've been with us.
Well, you know, your fans have never gone away. And even when you weren't over here doing the music, and even when I know you've been in musical theatre for years, both of you done all that, but even so, you always had fans who have loved you since they were kids and have stayed with you, haven't
Well, it's like the DVD. On the DVD, we're even doing different songs. Like, you'll hear some musical theater and things like that, but this concert is a little bit different than that. So the DVD is really fun.
That's
think
the
that
DVD right there. That's
yeah,
the
you'll
Osmonds
really
DVD from
enjoy it.
Vegas.
There's lots
You know
of
what's
extra things
amazing?
on there.
What was so amazing when we produced the show, we put it up for sale, and half of the audience went online in 8 minutes. The majority of them were from here, from the UK.
Yeah.
And it was just so amazing, and that's what prompted us saying, hey, let's try a Wembley date, guys. And the next thing, Donnie says, hey, let's do a world tour. And here we are, you know.
You know what else is interesting, Jonathan, is that we wondered, all right, who's going to buy the tickets? Who wants to come see the show? You know, because, you know, we're not spring chickens, obviously, but we're
Hey,
finding...
speak for yourself.
But we're finding, yes, the core audience is there.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're also finding a lot of guys buying tickets, a lot of young kids, musos wanting to see the original boy band, which really makes us feel so
Which, of
good.
course, you were. I guess you really were the original boy band, really, weren't you? And, you know, I'd love to see, I don't know if you, back then, what I used to love about the Crazy Horses period were the jumpsuits you used to wear at these days. Now, I don't want to point fingers at anyone here, but I'm wondering whether you're all going to try and squeeze into the jumpsuits again, or whether...
Exactly the jumpsuits.
Now we just wear Spanx.
Well, it's really funny because Elvis Presley has talked us into doing that.
Look at that. Isn't that a great...
I love that.
I used to hide sandwiches in those flares.
Didn't you